Hi friends, welcome to WebChamp. Here in this video, I'm going to discuss joins in SQL. Okay, so when to use joins. So far what I have discussed in my earlier videos, that how to fetch the data, how to pull the data from database. Okay, first you need to select the database and then you can fetch the data by using select query. So I will use select and I will say student is my database. So this is what my database, and I'm going to select that. Once I select, I will say select star from, okay, all records from student info. So this is what my table inside a student database, and here you will be able to see the records. So far I discussed this much only, how to pull the records, how to fetch the records from single table. Now I would like to discuss how we can pull the records from multiple tables. Okay, how we can pull the records from multiple tables as a single table, and that is what a joins points comes in a picture. So basically join is used to join the columns of two tables. Okay, basically join is used to join the columns of two or more tables. I can say two or more tables. And join has these of the join types: left join, right join, inner join, and full join. These four types are join types in SQL. And since we are looking into the MySQL, we are working with MySQL SQL. So full join is not supported in MySQL. So this is what you have to remember. So we will see all those three. I will talk on this, how this works, what is mean by full join, but we will not be able to perform that in Workbench. Okay. So first, I would like to talk about a join. So I will show you how this works. Once you see what is happening there, you can imagine, and then I will tell you what or how to write a SQL command, how to write a SQL select command to pull the records from multiple tables. Okay, so let's start. So suppose I have a records here. I have a records, few records in student info. I have few records in there is something like students marks. Okay, so these two tables I have, and I'm going to perform the join operation. So I can perform join operation like SQL in Excel also. You might be aware of Power Query editor. If you are not aware of this, you can go through my Power Query videos, Power Query editor videos. Okay, so what you need to do, you need to, okay, let me pin this. Yes, and what you need to do, you need to go to this and you have to select. Okay, from data tab you have to say from text or CSV, then you have to select student info file. So this is what Power Query editor we are going to use in short, and I will simply say load the data. So we are using external data source here in the Excel. Okay, and next is my CSV file is like student marks. Okay, like this I have two tables in my SQL. Okay, I have two tables in my SQL. Suppose if I wanted to perform the join operation, if I would like to join or I would like to combine the columns from these two tables, yes, that is what nothing but a join. But in case of SQL, we say it is a join. But in case of Power Query Editor, we can say that it is a merge operation. Okay, merge operation. And in home tab, you can see that merge query is there. You have to say merge queries as a new. It's not necessary to say new. You can simply select merge queries. Okay, that is also going to work. And I will select another table. So here what I did, I have selected two tables. One is student info, another is student mark. Okay, and you have to select the two columns from both the table. You have to select two columns from both the table. Two columns is nothing but same column. What column has the same record, same values? That is what your base point. So on which basis you have to merge? So on my roll number, I can say I have to merge these two columns. And here join kinds, you can see that like SQL, as I said, left join, left outer, but left, for left, right, full outer, inner only. Okay, and you can read for left, you can read here all from first matching, and all from first table. Okay, all from first table. So all the records from student info table will be returned, and only matching records from student marks table will be returned. So I would like to say yes, and this is how your table get modified. Here you have to expand the table, and I will say I will select what are all columns I want here, and I will say yes. Okay, and now you can see that my table has changed its view. Earlier, these three columns are not there in my student info file, but now it is there. What we did, we combined the data from two table based on left join. So this is my, basically this is my left table. I am going to highlight that in some sort of faint blue color, and you can see that wherever the value or records is matching. Okay, if say my another second table has a value for roll number, and if it gets matched, that column will be mapped accordingly. If it is not going to match, okay, if the record is not exist for any specific roll number, that will be a blank. And in case of database, we can say that that will be a null. Okay, in case of Excel, we can say it is a blank, but in case of database or SQL, okay, it is a null. So same thing we are going to do, but here obviously we need to use select statement. So I'm going to use select. Okay, the moment I say select, on next line, what and all different, what we write, basically what we write in uh, SQL select statement. So basically we write columns, right? Basically we write columns. So I will say roll number is my first column. On next line, I can say what is my next. So name is my second column. Okay, and from student info file, I am going to select DOB class. Okay, I will not select everything, I will select only few, and then class. Okay, this much information is sufficient for me from student info table. Okay, what I will do on next line. Okay, on next line, what and all different columns I have. Okay, I have a roll number, but roll number is already I have selected. Okay, if you want roll number from another table, you can simply say roll number. Okay, from another table. Then mark of English, Hindi, Marathi. Yes, so I would like to pull the marks of Marathi, then Hindi, and then English. Okay, this is how it going to work. Okay, but now the situation is different. Here we have a columns from two different table. Okay, and earlier it was like we were using single table. Okay, so I can say now student info, this is my first table. Okay, but how to define the name of second table? Yes, that is what joins, that is what a use of joins, that is where we can say that. Okay, and I will say left join. Okay, left join we are going to discuss. I will say left join. Left join meaning this is my first table, whatever the table we have declared in from statement. Okay, after from is my first table. Second table you are going to declare here. I will say student marks. Okay, so this is my second table. So this is my, all the records will be returned. Okay, for the specific column from, all the records will be returned for the specific columns from student info and only matching records will be returned from student marks. Okay. Now, now you have declared how to join two tables. Okay, but this is not sufficient. Okay, to pull the record. So what you need to do after declaring a join? Okay, you have to say on what basis you have to perform the join operation, and I will say student info dot roll number. Okay, student info dot roll number is equals to, okay, my bad, okay, roll number is equals to, I will say student marks dot, okay, dot, again what is there in student marks, so roll number is there. So you have to find the common column between two tables. I mean, the column name could be different, but values could be matching. Okay, in that case you can use join operation, you can perform join operation. But here this is what the syntax you have to define. What you, I mean, if you write only roll number is equal to roll number, that is what not going to work, because you have to define what from which table. Okay, and since we have used only two tables, I'm going to define it for two tables. We can fetch the records from multiple table, but join operation will work between only two tables. Okay, so now again, this is not sufficient to pull the records. Why? Because you have to define which column is coming from which table. So what I will do, I will select student info dot, okay, and you have to say student info dot, student info dot, student info dot, student info dot. Okay, so all these four columns are coming from my student info table. Next table is student marks. Okay, remaining records are coming from or will be fetched, okay, from what table? Students marks table. So this is how you have to define, this is how you have to define table name dot column name for performing join operation. So once you define this, which column is coming from which table, and on which basis, on which column join operations to be performed, you are able to fetch the data. And here you can see the output that only records from left column are pulled. Okay, and only matching records against that roll numbers will be pulled. If whenever there is no match, it will say null, 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 null. Okay, meaning that 105 is not exist in both the table. 105 is not exist in right side table. Right side table, if I go here and if I show you, 104 is there, 105 is not there, 106, 7, 8, 9 is not there, 9 is there, yes. So 6, 7, 8, until 8 there is no match. So that's why we are getting a null value. Okay, and this is about a left join, how left join works in SQL. Now I would like to show you right join. Okay, it works very similar to left join. You don't need to write everything. Okay, once again, what you need to do then, you need to only change right join, everything will remain same. Okay, I will say only right join. Okay, it's fine. But what is happening or what will happen when we use right join? So what I will do, I will go back to this query again and I will perform the right join operation on this table so that you can see that what is going to happen there. So I will select roll number from student info, I will select student marks table, and I will select roll number from student marks. Okay, so this is how I have selected. Here join kind I will change to right auto join, all records from second. So whatever the number of records are there in the second table, okay, in the second table will be kept as it is, and only matching records will be returned from this first table, student info table. Student info is my first table. Okay, and I will say yes. Okay, and if I expand this, I don't need all columns, I need only this much. So I have selected, but here you are able to see that all the records from second columns are returned, but only matching records from left column are returned in the right join. So this is how I can say here it is left join. Here it is, I can say right join. Okay. And same thing is going to happen here in this case also. Yes. And you can see that records from right side, okay, are pulled completely, but records from left tables only matching records values are reflecting on. Then where no match is there, for that it is showing null. So this is how join works in SQL, right? Join works in SQL. Okay. Now I will say about inner join. What is inner join? Okay. So inner join is nothing but matching from both. Okay. If record is exist in both the table, then and then only it is returned. Otherwise, nothing will be returned. Matching from both the table tables. Okay, I will say like this. And again, you don't need to write entire statement once again. There is no meaning to write. I will simply change right to inner join. Okay, and now we will see on Excel how it is going to work. Again, I will open student info query. I will go to the merge query. Okay, I don't want merge here in this table. I will create merge as a new so that it will create a new one. Okay, so I have selected roll number as a common column. Then I will select inner, only matching records. So you will be able to see that only those records will be returned in inner join whenever there is a match between two tables, or whenever whatever the column we have declared. So there is a match for only 6 rows: 1 0 1 2 3 4 9 and 10 roll numbers. So these are the roll numbers, only matching records. Okay, I will say close, and this is my inner join. So now you have a clear idea about how inner join, left join, and right join is going to work. Same thing we will see here, only those records are returned whenever there is a match. 1 2 3 4 9 and 6 only returned. Okay, in other database, maybe full join works, but in case of MySQL, it is not supported. So I will say not supported, but I will talk on this, how this work. I will show you this in Excel. Not supported in MySQL. Okay, not supported in MySQL. So let's say if you perform full join operation, okay, you will get all the records from both the tables. Nothing will be like matched and all. If there is no match for any record, okay, from any of the table, that will be returned as a null. Like we can see here, I can show you full join operation also. If I go here and if I select merge as a new and student marks on the basis of roll number, I have selected, and I will say full outer join, all rows from both the tables. You can see that, and I will expand. I will say 1 2 3 4. Okay, I need only those 4 columns. I will say close and load. So this is my full join operation. Okay, so here what you can see on screen, that if there is a match between two tables, accordingly records will be returned. If there is a no match, okay, if there is a no match from first table, it will return null for first table, and if there is a no match from second table, it will return null. But it will return each and every, it will try to return each and every record from both the tables after performing a join in full join. Okay, this is how full join operation works in Excel. I hope you got a clear picture about what is mean by join in SQL. So thank you so much for watching the video. Have a nice day. Do not forget to subscribe the web channel.